Hi guys, welcome back. A few months ago I promised you an update on a Rothaarsteig Thru-hike attempt of 2024. Because of the fact that I'm still dealing with my foot injury, the extra facts coming to that I have lost my job. So I wasn't pretty sure a few months ago whether my Rothaarsteig Thru-hike attempt, or our, because obviously Ravi is coming with me, was going to happen or not. And it is the end of October now. It will be a little bit later when this video is uploaded, but it's the end of October now, so I made my decision and I pulled the plug out. It's not gonna happen. It really hurts to say that, because it was a dream for so many years, and now everything looked like the dream was finally going to happen. But obviously my foot injury, it is still bothering me. I'm so done with it. But it is still there, and I am still not able to hike more than 7, max of 8 kilometers on flat terrain. So, and then I'm having a light day pack with me, so let alone be 20 kilometers up and down the mountains in the Rothaar mountains with a fully loaded backpack on my back. I absolutely have to train for that, and that is simply not happening at the moment. It is not possible. After those 7 or 8 kilometers, I can't walk anymore. So it's not that I can say to myself, oh, come on, push a little bit through and you will get there. I'm just not able to walk anymore. I cannot bend my foot inwards anymore. So yeah, that is a movement that happens quite a lot when hiking. And because obviously your ankle is not a fixed thing, so to say. So it keeps moving, so I cannot push through. And when I keep pushing through, I might ruin it and make it even more worse, because like I mentioned in my video about my injury, it has 2 phases, and when you're coming in phase 2, the tendon snaps and only can be helped by surgery. And I'm still able to avoid that, and I will stay able to avoid that. So I'm not going to push myself on that one. So in regards to training, I will just not be able to make it up to do a decent training during winter time to be ready in spring for the Rothaarsteig Trail. And then it was not only the injury I was dealing with. Like you know, I lost my job 2 months ago, and unfortunately I still have not been able to find a new job. So I'm really worried about my finances at this moment. Will I be able to pay my rent for the upcoming months? Will I be able to pay everything else? I mean, I have the dogs to care for, and they need food as well, obviously. And well, I prefer buying better food for them than for myself, but it has to be paid. There has to be money for it. And I cannot give up my house for a hike, because that hike lasts 2 weeks, and I cannot say, well, I am leaving this house, I'm going to end the rent and move back to my mom or something. That's not something I'm going to do, because if it would have been a hike that would last 6 months or even longer, then you could consider it, but you have to get back to normal life after that through hike. So that's the first worry I have. And obviously for a through hike, although I have a lot of gear, you have to buy new gear for myself, for Ravi. And when I'm not even able to pay my rent, how am I going to save up for new gear? So that is not going to happen. And the gear that I have right now is pretty lightweight, but some things are clearly too heavy to take out on my back for 2 weeks in a row. So there had to be new gear. So financially, it's not possible either at the moment. So like I mentioned, it really hurts. I've been really sad about it. I've literally been crying about it. That once again, the dream is being ruined. But I have to take a look out on the future, and both in regards to my injury and in regards to finances. I have to find a new job, because otherwise things aren't going good. And people say, well, jobs are everywhere at the moment. They might, but if you start applying on them, they ask such weird things before they hire you that it is really a struggle to find. So my search for that continues, and for now it is goodbye to the Rothaarsteig Trail. I have some alternatives in mind that I do not have to book right now already, because that's also something for the Rothaarsteig. In regards to finances, I forgot to mention that the Rothaarsteig has 0 to none possibilities to camp. You're walking through a lot of natuurschutsgebieden where you're not allowed to wild camp, so you have to be really careful on that one. And the Rothaarsteig is 150 kilometers, and there are only 2 decent campsites, so you have to stay in hotels as well. So I also have to make sure that I have 2 weeks money saved up for hotels, and hotels are super expensive. They sometimes ask a ridiculous amount for Ravi, and I was okay with it for this once because dream coming true and you have no other choice. But that's also a financial part that comes with it. So those things together, actually 3 financial parts. So I do have some alternatives that I do not have to plan this far in advance. I also have some smaller, longer hikes. They are not 150 kilometers, but they are about 50-60 kilometers that I can divide over 2 weekends, for example. So then I do not have to book hotels or anything, and those are doable with a tent. So yeah, there are some alternatives. So it's not that we are going to do nothing. So please stay on our channel and support us over the winter time, so we can keep making content for this channel, which we absolutely love and we definitely would like to keep doing. So hiking is definitely not over, but for now the Rothaarsteig is not a plan anymore for 2024. This was the promised update that I would give to you, and it's not the outcome that I hoped that I could give you by now. But it is how it is. But I wanted to tell you anyway, because I was very happy about my announcement video, and you guys were reacting so cool about that one. So I wanted to keep you updated as well. Like I mentioned, please do not leave the channel, because a lot of nice stuff is going on. And therefore I would like to say enjoy the outdoors, and we will catch you on the next trail, because definitely there will be a lot of trails coming up. Goodbye.